Hey y'all, I'm back again to show you guys these collage journals that I made that are finished. And they will go in the shop Sunday. Today's Friday, so I hope to get this video loaded today. They'll go in the shop this Sunday at 4 o'clock, and I believe that is the 26th? Today is I think it's the 26th. Don't quote me on that. I'll put it in the description box, but they'll be in the shop at 4 o'clock Sunday. So that just gives everybody time to look at the videos and then see if they want something. It worked really well last time, by the way. Thank you to all of you who bought the Christmas journals that I posted a couple of weeks ago, I believe it is now. They sold super fast. I was so excited, and thank you all for all your love and support. I couldn't do this without you, so I won't ever forget that. So thank you very much. I also did another video when I was working on these covers, and I posted it, and it was up for a little bit, and then all of a sudden it just disappeared. I do not know what happened. I had already deleted the video from my phone, so I couldn't reload it, so I apologize for that. I will try to do some future videos of the collage, because I do want to do some more collaging different types of journals. I think for my newest edition, my baby grandson, Owen, who will be here late November, early December, hopefully if everything goes well. I think I'm gonna do a collage cover for my book for him. So I'll try to work on these and show you guys how I do that. I apologize as that video just disappeared. I don't know what happened. But anyway, so I've got this journal, and then I have the binder that I'm gonna go through. So this is gonna be a long video. These are some really chunky journals full of stuff. You could probably do several holidays in these, or you can, the beauty of these is you can take things out and you can add them to a journal next year. Make you another cover, whatever you want to do. But this one is 8 3/4 across and 9 1/2 in length. So it's a pretty good sized journal. There's 49 pages. Now that's just counting the individual page. It's not counting both sides, and then other things like the flip outs and that kind of stuff. So there's tons of space in here. You got the fabric tie that I made. I did a little scrappy tie for both of these, and they're similar but not the same. They have the little Christmas fabrics. Okay, so I use the green thread throughout on this, and then I think a lot of this is mixed up. I think it's green and black mixed in. Most of it is green thread, the sewing in it. So that's the tie. You will get a nice, generous pack of little trims. I put several pom-pom trims in here. There's a white, a red, a blue. There's this really fun green and blue. Some rickrack. There's a little mitten. The mitten is actually on the tassel of the other one, but there's a little mitten in here. There's some black and white ribbon. There's a piece of the Santa Claus fabric. Just a bunch of Christmas fabrics in here that you can use for pockets or tabs if you want to add more tabs and things like that. Trims on the edge of your pages, embellishments, whatever you want to do with that. So you'll get that. And then I'll probably add some extra other little goodies, because as I was packing up my Christmas stuff, I found some other things that I could probably include. But as far as papers and tags and journaling spots, they're all in here. So you open this one up. Well, I'll show you. So on here I added the joy and the stars and the image here and a stamped tag. This says Snowflake Kisses, the little mittens, a holiday to remember. I did a little bit of stamping. This little bulbs, that's a stamp. This has been sealed. And then the washi tape, the fabric washi tape on the edge, okay, of the cover. And then on the back, you know, the collaged. And then I did some stamping. I added another little tag there, and it's got the washi tape, you know, in the pocket on the back, okay? So, and then I also added a little golden book cover as a writing spot. All I did was cut this down and round the corners and add a little piece of ribbon. So this would be a great writing spot. And then these were two things that I needed to add in here. So, all right, let's see. Let's make sure I'm in frame and let's go through it. So you open this up, and this is removable, okay? So this is just attached on there with a ball pen. So you've got the, my twine's getting, the charm here has a bell and light bulb and a stocking and other beads and baubles, a little towel. This is like a little crystal. There's a snowflake, another little vintage Rapp button, another snowman, another little bead. This is a crystal, and then I attached this other little wire wrap bead to it. And one of my buttons that is just attached on here with the, like the Midori elastic type stuff. So you can take that off and undo the twine. The twine is tied around the tassel, and you can use this throughout your journal, or you can just use this as a tassel like it is. You can add other little bits to the little baker's twine and the twine that's in here. So these are really fun. I love doing this right here. This is probably one of my favorite parts of making journals, is making those. Anyway, let's see. Let's make sure I'm in frame. So I put a nice, healthy stash of things in the pockets. This is a kind of, sort of like a flannel fabric. I love this fabric that I made a pocket out of. And then there's a couple of pieces of 6x8 scrapbook paper in here. There is a bag that's got another little brown bag in it, a policy envelope, a repair tag, a vintage piece of ledger, vintage receipt, and then two little packs of the little, what do you call those things that protect the pages? And a scrap piece of paper, and then another tag that I made, okay? So pretty much the same thing in this one as in the other one as well. So you've got the scrapbook paper, the little tab that I stitched on and put a little star and a little button there. It flips out. Then we've got the plastic sleeve, and I added paper to the edges and stitched down that. So there's journaling cards and different types of things in all those pockets. There's a couple of them in here. Then this is the Joey DeFee pocket that in the other journals I made as so you could do it like a tip in, but this one I just punched the holes in it, and there's little journaling spots. There's a big tag that I made here. There's other journaling spots there. Here I clipped on a vintage Christmas card from the 40s. This is 1949, I believe. You can tell the beautiful aging on it. And this was something that I got from a friend at work. Her grandmother passed away, and she actually had a scrapbook full of nothing but Christmas cards from 1947, 48, and 49. And I believe these were from 1948. And as I'm looking through all of them and pulled a lot of them out, They're all made in the USA, which I love. So there's a vintage card here. One of my little paper clips, another little tab, and this flips out. So I just clip this here. I'm in frame. And I apologize for my lighting today, y'all. It's I'm having to use my light in here. It's raining and it's super dark outside, so the lighting's not great. So this came from Santa's Christmas cookie book that Chastity sent me recently. And they fit perfect in here in both of these journals. They're really cool. So I used a few of these in here. And this one I just stitched a little paper tab to. Really cute. And some really good recipes in here. Another pocket, scrapbook paper, another piece of ledger, and some little journaling spots. This came from Babar's Christmas book. Love this paper. Love these images. I just stitched across the top and added a little paper tab there. This is this came from a Pampered Chef book, and I just cut there was some stuff on here I didn't like. I just cut that off, but I made a little pocket with a vintage Christmas card. Here, I stitched here and here and made it a little pocket and put a little tag there. And then these came from, Jessica Rapp sent me a book that she had started years ago, I think, and she said, here, see if you can use any of this stuff. And she had some of these really cool, I wish I could find some of these really cool file folder tabs with the metal on them. And then some of them she had already decorated, and I wanted to use these, so I took some of those things off. I'm repurposing some of that stuff. And then I just stitched Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer page and a little strip, and then like a little snowflake tab down here. And then on this side you can do, I think it's really cool to use the white gel pens on these to journal on this side or add whatever you want to. So I did quite a bit of embellishing, what I call just minimal embellishing, really, like tabs and tucks and pockets, to give you, room to do. I still left you a lot of room to do your own thing and gave you a lot of bits and pieces. Like this is slam full of little bits that you can use throughout your journal. There's some little snowflake brads here. There's a snowman tag, Santa tag, a vintage milk cap. There's a little die-cut car with a Christmas tree. There is a little vintage price tag, truly vintage price tag here. Punched out some stars, punched out some snowflakes. There's little Christmas tag, gift tags tucked in this pocket. A little chipboard deer. There's one of my handmade star buttons in here, and some little stars and snowflakes, and some little price tags here with a little, this is a printable little stamp. So there's all that fun stuff, and the stars are escaping. Let's see. All kinds of fun stuff in that. An Edith Holden book page from December with the mistletoe, which I think is gorgeous with that bird. And then I just, I left that page intact. Then another flip, just added a piece of scrap to extend this page. Made a little pocket with one of the cutout journaling cards, and then added 2 tags in here that I stitched around. And that goes that way. Here I just added a little piece of fabric washi here. My stitching got a little bit wonky there, so I just kind of added that to cover that up. And it adds a little bit more interest to that page. Here is one of the tabs from, this one came from a decorating book, the decorating binder, so this says window treatments. But I thought it would be cool too, like this says chapter 9, If you do a December daily, you could use this as your your December 9th day. Would be kind of cool. And then I stitched a vintage, this is a little vintage record page that someone sent me in some Happy Mail. Some ledger. I just folded this over. There's actually 2 sheets here that are folded over and I punched. So you can take this out and use bits and pieces for journaling elsewhere in your book. And then made a little pocket with this scrapbook paper, and then there's actually another pocket here. But I put a little circle tag that I made, and then 2 other little journaling cards in here. Okay, so this is a pocket. This is a pocket, and then I had intended to put something, and then this is a pocket. Okay, and I don't know why it's not going in there. Probably need to put something smaller. I must have gotten some glue or something. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, and then this is just a piece of red cardstock. I added a little snowflake tab here. This side is another pocket. And there's more journaling stuff in here. There's all these little cutouts from the scrapbook paper line that I used. This is a page from a little golden book, I believe. I think this is Santa's surprise book. Is that what that one came from? Piece of really beautiful vintage ledger that came from Renee. And then I added some little stickers down here. Added some little stickers to this tab. Just really trying to use up, my supplies. I've got so much Christmas stuff. So this is another one of the tabs from the decorating book. And I just added this paper tab over the top of the original tab. This was from ABC Christmas. And I stitched around this, put some vintage ledger down here, and a little piece of rickrack just kind of to decorate that. So you can journal down here, add photos here, journal up here. You can add other things to the tab. You could use this as day 15, put you a photo here. Just so many possibilities. This came from Richardson Christmas book. So this is Mr. Hedgehog's Christmas presents. Here is a cookbook tab page that all I did with this was add some washi here and redo the holes. Okay, I left that for you to use. This is a huge Joey DeFee pocket. So I found this really cool cookbook at my favorite store about a month ago. And I love the size of it. I love the pages. I love the texture of the pages. They're a nice weight. And this size was perfect for this particular journal. I was able to make a big pocket. So there's a lot of stuff tucked in here and in here. And then there's some extra pages even in here in this pocket. And what I noticed too, on some of the other ones, if you don't use a really thick paper, a good pointer is to fold that top down and stitch it, and it gives you a little bit of extra reinforcement up there on the top as you're taking things in and out. So I did that on that one. And then it's packed full of stuff back here. There's a recipe card. There's a printable doily, some other journaling cards, some paper to write on, little writing pieces. And there's a Christmas card. There's another little writing tablet. There's an inventory tag. Just the pockets are stuffed with stuff. This is an envelope made out of scrapbook paper. It is closed up here, and I just used the paper clip to close it. I did not put anything in the envelope, but if you purchase this, check it, because I may put some extra surprises in here. Another scrapbook page. Used a printable and then a paper tab. This is another page from one of the Mercer Mayer books that I think are so cute. This was a little skiing book, and yeah. Dad broke his ankle skiing. This is a tea-dyed piece of mixed media paper. It's fairly thick. This is one that I just left blank for you to play around with in here. Another pocket, another vintage Christmas card. And these are really beautiful. They really don't come through on camera, but this is an embossed design in here around this image. It says a glad Christmas, and then made in the USA. And I just left the little tape pieces on those. They're beautiful cards. Here's one of my little pockets that I just clipped in for you to put wherever you want. It's just got all the little layers. You know, I embossed the bag and then used the white ink to kind of bring the snowflakes out, and then added scraps of paper down here, a little snowflake, some vintage like this, the S&H type stamps. These are red. And then this little tag came from a paper line, and the snowman and snowflake, and it says, "Baby, it's cold outside." It's one of my little cluster pockets. This came from another book that Chastity sent me. It's a Swedish story, Christmas story, and the images are beautiful and the pages are really nice. So I added some of these in here. This is a cake page tab from a cookbook, and I just put this little Always Fresh gingerbread bakery sticker down here. This came from another book. I believe this was another book that Chastity sent me about Christmas. I think it's Christmas Spirit, and it has all kinds of stuff in here, and I thought this was so cool. This has these little gingerbread gnomes on the tree and the stockings, and I just love that image, and I just flipped it up and made a little pocket on this side, added some more bits and pieces, and a little joy sticker. This is another December Edith Holden page. This is some vintage craft wrapping paper, which I love. More vintage ledger for you to use. Another really cute cookbook, Santa's Christmas Cookies. I love the way they did the photos in these. They're really cool. It's a really neat book. And then this came from a Pokey Little Puppies Christmas, a large book, and I folded it up and made a pocket. You can decorate on this side, paint over the writing, or add paper or whatever, collage over the writing. Another scrapbook page made into a pocket, and on this one I added some little stickers. I added a little fabric washi tab and a little snowman and a button charm to that. Pocket on this side, two more little tags. Some more vintage ledger. This is the vinyl tab piece, and I just stitched a little oh, what was the girl's name that came up with this little tuck? So it's like a journaling and a tuck. And then I just stapled the little star, little wood veneer star, to the tab. And then you have another clear page pocket back here. Another Mercer Mayer page where he's putting the star on the tree. And this was from another Mercer Mayer book. So this is Christmas Eve. He said, "I tried to go right to sleep just for you, but I was too excited." And I added a little piece of fabric washi down here. I put a little flashcard in here. I was gonna decorate that. So, you know, I put the 8 times 3 is 24. So this would be like Christmas Eve. But I thought I'd let you do what you want to with that. And then a pocket here. And of course you can move these pages. You can move these pages around in any order that you want. But I put a little Santa and the reindeer sticker here. little bit of rickrack and fabric just to kind of embellish that a little bit. Here is your template if you want to add other pages. And then back here, there's some scraps and some more scrapbook paper, a little scrap piece of some wrapping paper. Okay, so there's all kinds of tags and tucks and journaling spots and bits and pieces all in here. And then I gotta add these. This is what I had forgotten to add the mitten because I added a mitten in the other recipe card. And then for this one, yeah, Santa's Toy Shop will go in this one. And I'll put that here. I may need to put that in the back. So I'll put him in the back, and that can be your little writing board for this book. Okay. So that is that one. All right. And let me get myself together here, and I'll go through the other one. And I know this is a long video, guys, but I wanted to do it in one video. Okay, so that's that one. And then here is the repurposed cookbook binder. Okay, so the other one was just made from a repurposed book cover. Okay, and this is the repurposed binder. So you've got the scrappy tie, and she's chunky because I put a lot of stuff in her. So here's your tie. Okay. Here's your pack of goodies, fabric and trim goodies for this one. And then I'm gonna put Santa's surprise book cover in here for your writing. The charm, so it's the same concept. You got the ribbon and the trim and then the button. Now this is actually just the button closure because I think this is an extra one I had from last year. Some strings hanging that I forgot I had, so I just used this one. It'd been sitting around in my stash. And then I made this charm. So this has the crystals. This also has the German glass beads here, and the clay Christmas tree, the little tile that says 25¢, wrap buttons, snowflake, Christmas tree, more buttons, the little light bulb, the little stocking, the bell. So that's the charm. And then here's the little mitten. I actually put it on here for this one. Okay. So this book measures 8 1/4 by 10. Okay. So you get the same sort of stuff with this one. On here, it's also, this one also has been sealed, and y'all watched me do some of the base collage on this. And like I said, the video where I came back and did some of these other things got lost. I apologize for that again. But I came down here and I added, I stitched some little buttons to a piece of washi and added that there. I felt like it just needed something. I know it's busy, but I really think it turned out really, really cute. And then I put some washi here and a little piece of washi here. The image on the back, the little pieces that say remember and delightful. And this is actually a little piece of the music, the Santa Claus music here. That's one of the little verses from the song. Okay, and then it has been coated. You know, I left this, but I wanted to coat it and seal it, so it's been sealed. Okay. Now, she's full. She's full too. There's a few more pages in this one than in the other one. So this one has like 64 pages. Times 2 gives you 128 pages and tons of stuff. Same sort of stuff in this pocket as the other one, but I used, I think I used the vintage ledger in the other as the background. And then I put a little snowman here, charm here, because I didn't do the tab with the little charm. And then I used a different fabric. But you got the same things here. The whole reinforcers, the vintage, the bags, the pocket, the repair tag, and then some other scrapbook pages and a little tag there. And then in the back, fumble fingers. In the back, I put the card. I didn't put the card in here. I put it here and some other little pieces. And then this is your pocket on the back. And I signed it here. Now on the other one, I signed the back cover. I didn't show you that, but I signed the back cover. Okay. So we've got, let's see. And I do apologize for my lighting. I hate having that sort of shadow. So scrapbook paper, you know, the little tab. I stuck one of these little clothespins up here. Renee sent me a bunch of those, and Renee, I've hid them from myself. Here's some of the Christmas cookie page. The little pocket that's stuffed with all kinds of fun stuff. There's the mitten in this one. It's a little bit different. Tags, tag. I think there's a few more, like I did some smaller pages in this one. Here's your envelope. This one has an envelope here that's stitched. And then I took one of these little images that I purchased from KB and Friends and put it on there. Here's the Christmas Toyland book. Pages that are sewed. The pages are really nice. And the images are just gorgeous. Anyway, thank you for those books, Chastity. Scrapbook, paper, the little ruler, and then I put a pocket here, and there's some scraps tucked in here from the papers for you to use. Another little Pampered Chef page. I did not put the big slide. I think I'm out of slide protectors, y'all. I'm so sad because I love these things, and they were vintage, and you know, I don't come across those very often. I'd love to be able to find some more. So there's some little goodies in here. This is from, I think this is also from the Richard Scarry Christmas book, and this was a little story about the deer. I thought they were so cute. I put a little, here's the paper clip here. This is one that I sort of, I kind of messed up on, because when you do these with this type of clip, you need to put this part here around this piece so that when you clip it on, it's down here. But I still think this is really cute and usable. You just have to do it this way. So I put it on this little paper bag. And then I left all the strings long. Like if you don't like all that, you can cut it off, or you can add more things to it and use it somewhere else. So this is just a little white paper bag, little sandwich bag. And then I made it into a little pocket with a little journaling card. And then it's actually a little pocket up underneath here where you could tuck like another little tag or a little secret message or something. Here is the my little bag embellishment. I just got clipped on this. So there's a snowflake tag on there. And then these are vintage, like the index cards. Why did I do that? Okay, here we go. I'm having trouble. Hold on. There we go. The vintage like index cards for alphabetizing things, you know, like the recipe boxes or whatever. So I left that for you to play with, okay? And then the decorating tab sheet. And then this is a big pocket with a snowman. This is from ABC for Christmas page from a book, the Golden Book. Other little journaling spots. This is the vinyl with this star veneer. Another little Golden Book page. This is another flip. And then I just made this a tuck and put a tag here. And this is from that favorite little snowman, little bear snowman book that I love. I think I've used all that now. Some scrapbook paper. Here is the tab, the black tab with the metal, or it's like a file folder thick. It's fairly thick. It's thicker than a cardstock, and then it's got the metal tab on it. And this is from Rudolph. Here is one of your vintage Christmas cards in here. And this has the Scotch tape on it. And then on this side, this flips out. But I made I put a little big paper clip in there with the snowman ribbon. And then this is a tuck over here, okay? That's stitched on. There you go. This is from another, this is from that other Christmas book that Chastity sent me. I thought these were so pretty, these images. Look at that Christmas tree, isn't that gorgeous? I've been in frame, y'all. Good Lord. Here's some ledger. And then this is another Edith Holden December page with the birds. Love that. And the holly, the ivy and holly. Another vintage ledger. Another page from the Swedish book. Here is the little vintage Christmas card in here, and there's a little tag tucked back here. And this is actually like a little pocket with the tag. It just opens up. Lots and lots of journaling space. It's another clear sleeve with more little tags and journaling. Ledger. This is the mixed media tea-dyed paper, and I just took a little tag that I had made out of a Rudolph book and stapled that there. This is that beautiful Ideals Christmas cover that I had. I used it in another book, so this is the other side of it. I love this, and this is the other side. I can't remember if I used that. I may have used that in my December book or in one that I made. This came from another little flower book. Here's the other vintage Christmas card. That's really pretty, and it's got some embossing on it. You just can't see, you can't feel the texture and really see how beautiful these cards are without seeing them in person. And I just have it sort of tucked here like that. I did add the, this is vintage pom-pom trim here, this light blue that I found at my store. The other book has a piece of that with it, but in this one I glued it in here. I thought it went really well with these pages. This is from Pokey Little Puppy. I started to make this an envelope, and then I thought, well, no, I'll let you decide, you know, if you want to make it like a pocket or if you want to cut any of that out. And then here's another little photo sleeve with journaling spots. Another, a little tag up here that's just stitched in. This came from Carrie's Kittens, which is where the image on the other book came from. The one of the pages in that is really cool. It's that really nice matte paper, really cute images. Vintage wrap paper, Christmas wrap, gift wrap. Another scrapbook. I took and made a little card, little journaling spot with some of those little printables from KB and Friends, and put a tag in here. And then this little chipboard piece that says "Have a Holly Jolly Christmas." Santa's surprise book. Some recipe pages. I stitched these and I added a little bit of washi tape for reinforcement because they are old. So be careful when you are pulling stuff in and out of here. These are vintage, okay? So what I did was I stitched above and below each little spot, but you can still pull this recipe card out, but you just need to be careful pulling things in and out so that it doesn't rip apart, okay? I tried to add reinforcement there for that. This came from a another little like needlepoint quilting book. Or it might have been in that same book that Chastity sent me, the Christmas, Spirit of Christmas. This, I took these stickers that said Jolly, and then I ran a stitch across there to make it look like the actual banner. Here's some more Mercer Mayer. He got out the Christmas lights, but they were all tangled. Wanted to put the star on top of the tree all by myself, so Dad helped. And look, there's like a spider and there's a little bug. You know how when you pull your Christmas decorations out, sometimes there's bugs in them? Or when I was a kid, there was. We kept stuff in boxes. Now we use plastic containers, so it's not as bad. But anyway, I love that little book. And then this was from Richardson. And I did put hole reinforcers on some of these pages already, but this particular page, this is a tab from the decorating book again, and the same thing, you could use these numbers, you know, on the days for Christmas, or the days of December. And on the other side of this, I put scrapbook paper and I made pockets. So there's all these little pieces tucked in these pockets. Okay, so there's some, yeah, there's some bigger journaling spots, which were printables. So you got a pocket here, and then you got a pocket here. Okay, and then you got a pocket here, which I know people, we've seen that done before. And then I just put a little label here. Then this was from the printable too, with December 25th. Piece of scrapbook paper that I thought you could use like this, or if you wanted to cut these, fussy cut these and use them as embellishment elsewhere, you could. Another recipe page. Now this is one of the last things I had from some of my childcraft books. So this was a visit from St. Nicholas. So this is the whole story front and back. So I stitched the two pages together and made it a big pocket. And then this is another cookie book page. More scrapbook paper. Put some fabric washi here. And then the last page is another clear sheet with journaling spots. And you can tell which ones I did and which ones were just came out of paper lines and stuff. Okay. So that is the binder. Okay. And I hope this video wasn't too long for you guys. I think for now, I've got a couple more journals. You know, I had the little Jingle Bell journal that I started when I was showing y'all me working on these journals. I'm gonna probably go back to, I'm kind of burnt out a little bit on Christmas at this point. Although I enjoyed doing every last bit of this. Yeah, I think I need to break. I've been doing Christmas since July and it's September. So I think I'm gonna break on Christmas for right now, and I've got some custom orders I need to work on, and then I thought maybe I would do a couple of Halloween journals. I may do that. I don't know, I'll do another video. And then I did promise you guys I'd show you how I make my fabric washi. So I will do that at some point, and then I'll show you real quick how to make those little pockets, because I think some people haven't been able to find that video, Joey DeFee's video on how she does those pockets. So I'll do a quick tutorial on that, because it's so simple, and she has so many different ways to make pockets. It's crazy. Y'all go check out her channel. And she puts videos up all the time. She's always doing something. So, but anyway, thanks for hanging with me, and thank you again for all your love and support. And these will be, if you're interested, these will be in the shop on Sunday, this coming Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll put that in the description box. But Thank you all again. I love you, and I will see you soon.